It's time to start talking about and planning for Christmas this year. So grab a cup of something cozy and join me today as we take a look at what's in the stores. I'll give you some insight into what I'm planning for our home this year. I'll also show you a delicious pumpkin bread recipe. So join me for our Simply Home for the holidays. Hey friends, welcome back to Simply Home and Harvest. I'm Jen, and today we are kicking off a brand new series here on YouTube. And I wanted to title it something fun, and so I thought it would be appropriate just to call it Simply Home for the Holidays. So today we're going to start that off, and we are going to begin by just talking about the Christmas season coming up, talking about some decorating ideas that I have this year, and I'm going to show you some of the things I've already picked up to go along with my vision for Christmas decorating. I love that I'm standing in front of this beautiful background thanks to YouTube videos, but my home doesn't look like this yet. That is the plan, to go ahead and start transitioning from fall. I do still have a few fall decorations up, and that's just because I didn't want to take everything down. I do love fall. It's my favorite time of year. And thankfully Christmas, most of the Christmas season fits into fall, so I can enjoy both. We are not skipping Thanksgiving. I don't want you to think that. In fact, we host our family Thanksgiving here in our home. So we are completely embracing Thanksgiving, but we are just going to decorate for Christmas. And I think it's okay to do both. Last year was the first year that I let myself do that, and we loved it. The family loved it, and it was so much less stressful to go ahead and have all the Christmas decorations up and all of that done, and we could enjoy it for a little bit longer. So we're going to do that again this year, but I wanted you to know that we are not skipping Thanksgiving. In fact, this is our little family friend whose neck is broken after so many years of being loved on, but this is Tom the turkey, and we try to make sure that he is out and joining us on Thanksgiving. Almost had it. I'm going to have to put a wire in there or something. Because he's really having a hard time these years, but he's been loved on by our kids and other kids during Thanksgiving, so he's a little tired. But anyway, we're not skipping Thanksgiving. We're just going to go ahead and get started on Christmas. So in addition to showing you a couple of the things that I have picked up this year, I also wanted to take you through and let you see some of the stores in our area and what they are carrying this year. We're going to take a look at Target, Hobby Lobby, and we're even going to step into Michael's for a few minutes. We have a Michael's store that is brand new to our area, so I was able to go there and take a quick look at what they had. And I also picked up something from probably each of those stores. I'm going to show you a little bit later. Also, because I want to give you a recipe that you can try this holiday season. It will be perfect for Thanksgiving, perfect for Christmas, but we made some delicious pumpkin bread. So I'm also going to include that in today's video. So I hope you'll join me, sit back, maybe grab a cup of something warm, and let's start planning out this Christmas season together. So the first stop on our shopping adventure today was Target. Now I'm pretty sure that Target had other Christmas decor. However, I did not make it out of the hearth and hand section. This is a seasonal collection by Joanna Gaines, and when I tell you that I loved everything, I truly mean it. I think I loved everything, and if I could have, I would have taken it all home with me because all of it so beautiful, so close to my vision for this year, and decorating with a lot of more of the natural touches, a lot of that Christmas plaid, the beautiful reds and greens. She had it all out there. So if you like more of that farmhouse vintage homespun look for your Christmas decor, be sure to stop by Target and take a look at the Hearth and Hand collection. The next stop on our journey is Michael's, and our Michael's is brand new. They just opened their doors a few weeks ago, so you'll see that they're still putting their display together, but I had to sneak in and show you some of their Christmas decor for this year. Those jingle bells, you may see them in my upcoming video, because as I'm watching this back and editing, I'm realizing there are a lot of things that I want to go out and get if I can. So I will have to keep you updated on that. But Michael's has got some of the prettiest home decorations and ribbon and fabric. So if you have a Michael's in your area, you might want to stop in and just take a look at what they have out this year. Now, y'all know our trip would not be complete without stopping by my favorite store, Hobby Lobby. And if I don't show up at Hobby Lobby at least once a week, they come looking for me. I do love to go in there, and especially this time of year, they start putting things out early because it gets gone quick. So here are a few of the aisles of Hobby Lobby. This is probably only about, an eighth of what they really have in the stores. I couldn't make it all the way around on this day, but this is just a glimpse of what is out there. Beautiful, beautiful decor. So if you're curious at what's trending this year, here it is. So many nutcrackers out there. This is not the look I'm going for, but if you are a nutcracker fan, this is your year. Now we've made it to the gingerbread aisle, and I'm into the gingerbread men this year, so we'll see if I can keep it tame. I don't want to go too overboard, but Hobby Lobby definitely has out a lot of gingerbread decorations this year, and some of them are scented too. Now, before I get started and showing you what I've already purchased for our Christmas decorations this year, I want to take a quick moment just to say thank you all so much for tuning in each week and so much for watching. I also want to say thank you for subscribing, and YouTube has brought to my attention that a lot of you watch my videos, but you're not subscribed yet. So please consider doing so, hitting that subscribe button, and definitely hit the like button. It helps me out so much here on YouTube. It helps me be able to bring you more content and to reach more people. And I want this channel to keep growing so that I can keep doing what I love, and hopefully you'll keep being inspired and be able to bring simplicity into your home and into your life through these ideas. So many people on YouTube have helped me, and I just want to be a blessing and be able to help someone else. Also, make sure that you comment down below and let me know where you're watching from. I love it when you guys chat with me and tell me things that are going on with you all and what you like to see more of, so be sure to do that. I'd love to know how you're decorating your home this year for Christmas and what your plans are for the holidays. Like I mentioned before, we are hosting Thanksgiving in our home, so it's very busy right now just trying to get all of that together. And I'll be honest, my focus is so much on Christmas right now. I'm just so excited to start decorating for the Christmas season. I don't know, it's just something about Christmas. I just love this time of year. And one thing that makes it extra special is because I'm a Christian and I love being able to celebrate the birth of our Savior. We enjoy every aspect of Christmas in our home. We've always, done the Santa thing with our kids, but the main focus and the thing that we drive home every day is that Jesus is the reason that we celebrate. And we want to be sure that everything we do points to Him and that we are a light in this world for him. All right, so just to give you an idea of what I want to do this year, if you tuned in last year, or if you've seen any of those videos, I'll try to add a playlist or something for you so you can watch those videos back. But my style has, for the last few years, been a lot of the like black and white buffalo check, red and black buffalo check. And so my main Christmas tree and all of our main decorations, or all the decorations in our main area, have been focused on that pattern. And so when I share with my daughter, I really want to go back to what I originally loved about decorating, which was just really the simple touches, like the handmade stuff. I used to collect gingerbread men and loved all that. I loved the Christmas plaids and, you know, all those things. But I had gotten rid of a lot of that stuff. So when I was sharing that with my daughter, she said, Mom, you're really going to have a hard time because everything you have right now is black and white or red and black. And she's right. So it's going to be interesting, but I have that idea in mind. So this year, I really want to concentrate on like the deep reds and the hunter greens and that Christmas plaid color. I want to add back in the gingerbread men, especially like in the kitchen. I want to make a lot of our decorations. I want to do some gingerbread ornaments, and I want to use some of the greenery that we have growing here on our property and make some garlands and some wreaths, bring in a lot of natural touches to the indoors. And I also want to plant some things on the front porch that will just make it more festive. So I've got a lot on my list, which is probably a good thing that I am getting started early. And we may not get to all those things. You know, I may decide halfway through that I want to change it up, and that's okay. And that's okay for you too. You know, if you get into something and you decide halfway through, you know, maybe this isn't what I wanted, you can always change your mind. That's the beautiful thing about decorating your own home, is you do what you like. And so sometimes the stores will have a lot of things on the shelf that's trending for the year, but that might not necessarily be what your style is. All right, well, enough chatting. Let's get on to what I have purchased already for this year. Now, I'm going to show you one thing that I may be taking back just because I'm not sure that it's going to work the way I intended. But I did pick up one of these rugs. Now, they sell these at Hobby Lobby. Right now, everything is 50% off. And I don't know if you can see, this is what it looks like. It's showing a deeper red in the picture, but it's actually a very Christmassy red, like my sweater. I thought about putting this on the front porch, and I've got a rug I'm going to show you in a second that I purchased from Target to go over top of it. But now I don't know if it's going to work out there. Now I'm thinking it might work better in the kitchen. So this gives you an idea of what I want to do in our kitchen, which is a nice bright reds, because I want to do that gingerbread look in there. So this is what I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and it was half price, regular $11.99. So we'll see. I may keep that and I may not. And then this is the rug that I picked up at Target. This is from the Home and Hearth collection. And I loved everything at Target. When I show you that footage, I'm sure that I mentioned how much I loved everything at Target. So this is the one thing that I have picked up so far. I may go back. I love the greenery so much. And I'm trying to keep the spending down and do what I always tell you guys, use what we have. However, this year I may, you know, buy a little bit more than I have in the past, just because I want to change things up a bit. And I think we'll be flexible enough in other areas where we can probably justify that. But this is what I picked up to go on the front porch, home for the holidays. Maybe I could figure out how to put Simply up there at the top, Simply Home for the holidays. So that is definitely going on the front porch. Now, whether or not that red and white rug will go underneath it, I don't know yet. I may just keep the black and white underneath it on the front porch. I am definitely going to incorporate the black and white into our bedroom, because I don't want to just toss all those decorations, and I may want to bring that back next year. So I think I'm just going to kind of move that around the home. Okay, so I'm just going to show you, kind of go back to Hobby Lobby and show you what I picked up at Hobby Lobby this year. And so I did go ahead and get some ribbon, and that's really important in Hobby Lobby. If you see ribbon or see things that you like, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and pick those up really anywhere now, because places are starting to sell out. This was $3.99. It's 4 yards. So I got the red and white candy, gotta call it candy cane, red and white striped. I think that'll be really cute, especially in the kitchen. I'm probably going to hang some of the wreaths in our kitchen with this ribbon. I did also pick up the green. They only had one spool of it, and I'll be honest, that's why I grabbed it, just in case I wanted to incorporate some of this into the decorations as well, kind of into our tree maybe. So I don't know, I may go back and get more red. I don't know yet, but I know that these are the colors that I'm going for. I picked up some of this red berry garland. I had some of the orange berries, like the pip berries, that I just cut little strands of this, and I tucked them around our lamb's ear wreaths that hang off the kitchen cabinets, and then I've got some throughout the house. So I think I'm going to keep those wreaths up, and I'm just going to switch out the orange for this pretty cranberry color. And I do really like the deeper reds versus that bright red in most of the decor. However, in the kitchen, I do want to make it a little bit brighter in there because I think that's really going to look good with what I am envisioning. And then I picked up about a yard of this fabric. I think I'm going to go back and get some more. I've got a few ideas for it, so you'll probably see a lot of the fabric in different parts of my decorating this year. What I had originally intended was to make some little peppermint candies, but now I'm wondering if they would look better with something like this, although that's very similar. So I'm going to play around with it, but I probably will go back and get more of this fabric. So there's just an idea of the color patterns. I really don't know if this video is going to give you much inspiration or if it's just going to be more just what I'm choosing for my own home, but I'm just kind of going with it. Now there are a couple other pieces that I want to run back out and get. And if I haven't already got this video uploaded when I get those, I'll add them in here. But they have to do with this sign. Now, when I saw this sign, I immediately fell in love with it because it really is what I'm envisioning in my kitchen and over in the coffee bar area. So that will give you an idea, and I think the colors are really going to match back to that so well. And I just really can't wait to get started. I honestly want to put all this down, turn the camera off, and just go start decorating now. That's all I've picked up at Hobby Lobby so far. Now, I did go to Michael's. I showed you some of that footage, and I went there primarily because I have been looking for a Christmas plaid ribbon. There are some projects and some different things where I needed a Christmas plaid ribbon. Now, this is not the ribbon that I intended to get. It's not what I really wanted, but after looking at like 4 or 5 different places, I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. And then once I got this and got it home, I realized that this is absolutely perfect. So, and I only bought 1 spool. So I need to run back to Michael's and get a few more of these. Michael's, I think everything was 40% off there, and it's a little bit more expensive than Hobby Lobby and Walmart. Like the ribbon was $12.99, and then 40% off made it $7 and something. And that's more than I really wanted to spend. Let's see how much you get. You do get 20 feet. We can do quick math here, and that's a little bit more than 6 yards of ribbon, whereas this is 4 yards of ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and it was half price, half of $4, which was $2. So you can see that's quite a bit of difference, but I do love it. I do love it. So I might be splurging on ribbon and going back and getting a couple more spools of this. But the good news is, look how great they all kind of match each other. Let's see if I can get a good shot. So I can always work in some of the other inexpensive ribbons into that, and I think that's going to be the look that I'm really going for. All right, well, that's all I have so far, and we're just getting started, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how I want to do things here this year. I'm planning on drying apples and oranges and working a lot of those natural elements in, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. It's something that I've been wanting to do for years. I used to teach kindergarten, and there was a lady that taught in our school, and every year she would do a Colonial Christmas with her students. I absolutely loved going and seeing how she would decorate her classroom. And in one of our small towns here close by, they do like a hanging of the lanterns and lighting the streets, and they do a whole Colonial Christmas themed night. So I always loved all of that with the fresh greenery and the dried fruits and just the simplicity of that. So I've been wanting to do that for years, and I think this is the year that I'm going to try to make that happen. So we will see. You'll have to stay tuned and see if we can get it like it is up here. That's the hard part. I know what I want up here. It's getting it all executed. That is sometimes challenging. So we will do the best we can, and hopefully I won't drive my family crazy getting it all put together. And I can keep that nice Christmas spirit and really concentrate and focus on what really matters. All right, well, let me show you this pumpkin bread before we go today. I'm gonna give you that recipe. I'll link it in the description box below. And this is how we made it. I'm excited to share this very simple pumpkin bread recipe with you today. The first thing we're gonna do is mix together our dry ingredients. So we're gonna start off with 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and then I've got our spices in a bowl here. I've measured out 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, and then we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm just going to give that a quick whisk. And then we're going to mix together our wet ingredients in a separate bowl. We're going to start out with 2 eggs that I went ahead and already cracked and beat up. And then we're going to add to that 1 cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie mix. Make sure that you look at your can and be sure that it is just pure pumpkin. Now this is the second time I've made this bread this year. I actually found the recipe when watching Garden Answer here on YouTube, and she shared this family recipe for pumpkin bread. I don't even remember if it was this year or last year, but it was so simple I thought I would give it a try, and we have really enjoyed it. Next, you're going to add 1/2 cup of buttermilk, and then I'm going to add in just a little bit more than 1/2 cup of white sugar. Now you could probably go ahead and use like a raw sugar if you had that on hand, or a sugar substitute if you don't want to use the pure cane sugar. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of oil. I'm using an avocado oil today. You could use vegetable oil. And then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now once you've combined all your wet ingredients together, you just want to add those into your dry ingredients, and then you're just going to mix that until it's all well mixed together and incorporated. And then you want to pour this into a loaf pan that you can either line with parchment paper like I've done here, or just grease and flour it. I finally was able to get me a ceramic loaf pan, and I am enjoying it. Thank you, Mom, for that. We're going to add this to our preheated oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to cook this for about 55 minutes. After your bread is cooked for about 55 minutes, you'll just want to check it and make sure it's done. And I do this by inserting a toothpick into the center. If that toothpick comes out clean, you know your bread is done. Not only is this pumpkin bread delicious for breakfast, it makes a great afternoon snack, especially on these cold days with a cup of coffee. It also would make a great gift at Christmas time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing all the fun Christmas decorations that are out there, hearing my ideas, and maybe that will even give you some direction on how you want to decorate your home. So be sure to stick around, stay tuned to see if I can make all of what's in here happen. I don't know. We'll see. I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, share this video with your friends. We've got lots more coming, lots more great recipes and decorating ideas and home tours and all the things. So be sure to stick around for that, for our Simply Home for the holidays. Until next time, remember to live simply, use what you have, but it's okay to buy a few new Christmas things. And enjoy the moments you've been given, and I will see you all in the next.